with our tagine today, we are going to make a Moroccan flatbread called Khobz. I think that's how you pronounce it. K-H-O-B-Z. And so this is 4 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, this is a pretty basic looking recipe. I've never made it before, so we'll see how it goes. Mix these ingredients. And then make a well. This is gonna get messy.
Got a mess.
Into the well, we're gonna put 1 tablespoon of yeast. And then we add 1 1/4 cups of warm water. And then using your hands, mix that yeast in with the water first and then everything else. And once we have somewhat of a dough going here, we're going to take it to the stand mixer. You could also just knead it for a long time, 10 minutes. I'm not sure doing it this way is necessary. You could just do it like normal and do it all, mix it all in the stand mixer. Add the water to the yeast, then add the flour like other breads, but I don't know, so I'm doing it the way I was told to. Starting to come together. We're seeing a lot less free-floating flour. And it's got that nice stick to your fingers dough aspect going on. Starting to get a little less sticky here. All right, I think I can get this in the mixer now. And let the machine do the work. Dough. That's how it works. All right, so we're gonna turn this thing on and let this go for about 5 minutes and see what we've got. Sticky stuff. All right, so it's been in here for about 5 minutes. This is a pretty stiff dough, but it feels pretty good. See if I can get it to go together better. It didn't really form a ball or anything in the mixer, which I don't know if I was supposed to expect that or not. So, and I'm gonna cut this into quarters and make 4 loaves. And so I think I'll get that part right now. We want kind of a, not a ball, but sort of a flat round shape here. And then I have some oiled baking trays. We're gonna put these on and cover them and let them sit for 15 minutes. Not really. It's going to come out with a lot of cracks in them. Not sure that's desirable. It may be. I don't know. It's an experiment. All right, so we are going to see what happens with these on their oiled baking sheet. We'll cover them with a light cloth and come back in 15 minutes to see what we have. All right, so these have had their 15 minutes plus a little. I realized that I forgot to put 2 tablespoons of oil into this dough. So what I did was I tried to knead in half a tablespoon of oil into each of these balls. So far it appears that it worked, but you know, if this whole thing flops, that would probably be why. I probably should have just started over, but I'm not going to. So the next step is to flatten these into rounds about 1/4 inch thick. And then we'll let them sit for another hour before we bake them. And that's all there is to this. All right, our bread is sat for an hour. It's a little springy to the touch, so near as I can tell, we're getting what we're supposed to out of this. So we're going to score this with a knife to make some steam vents. Now, this bread comes out, it's not as flat as, say, naan, but it's, you know, it's still definitely a flatbread. The amount of surface area means that it has a lot of crust, which is the desirable quality in this bread, and it's good for scooping up your Moroccan soups. So we are going to put this in a 435-degree oven for 10 minutes and then rotate the pans and cook it for another 10 minutes. So this will be 20 minutes altogether, and we'll see what we have. So after 20 minutes in the oven, these look pretty darn good. Take a look at the other side. just about right.